Today being the official start of spring, we might not have the ideal temps, but pretty soon kids are going to want to spend a lot more time outside.
Yeah, and we want to encourage that, but we also want you to keep in mind some things that might not be so safe, things that we forget about, and your pediatrician could always tell you about those. But this morning, we have a pediatrician here to do that. This is Dr. Alexis Monique Javier with the Children's Memorial Hermann Pediatrics. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're like, okay, it's not dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
You know, like worries about spring, but maybe things that people just forget about, like precautions. Tell us about some of those things.
Yes, the number one thing is sunscreen. So at least SPF 30 of sunscreen. Make sure to wear light colored and lightweight clothing that covers the arms and the legs, like rash guards. And then also always protect their eyes and their face by wearing wide brimmed hats and sunglasses.
So we're talking about sunscreen already. You mentioned the rash guards, and I do have a question about that, because having little boys, sometimes they just want to, they don't want to wear a top. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't know if it was just my kids. But anyway, so what's the importance of the rash guard besides, I mean, is it just for sun protection?
It really is, yeah. It's because the sun can be a little bit more damaging than we think, and so it's always good to protect them at such a young age. And then a tip I like to tell parents is maybe have them pick out the rash guard. So maybe if it has dinosaurs on it or something fun, they'll maybe want to wear it. But if they pick it out, then the chances of them having it on and staying on might increase.
Oh yeah,
they're more likely to go for it. Yeah.
So Amy and I were just talking about snakes in the bluebonnets. If you go out and take pictures, but are snake bites common this time of year?
Yeah, they can be, for sure. Yes, definitely.
I think it's just sort of like breeding season. I don't know. Haley was like, "Is that a myth?" I'm like, "I'm not sure, but we'll ask the pediatrician."
But I know if anybody's going to find one, it'll be my kids.
Right.
So tromping through anything with no concern for their safety. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to ask.
And insect bites can really impact. I mean, even just among my kids, I find like my youngest.
Right.
He gets one mosquito bite or ant bite and it swells up. I mean, so are there precautions, I mean, that you can take before, like for ants?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. So insect repellent, and then also making sure to avoid any standing water, and then also try to have the long pants, and then tuck the pants into the socks or the shoes, and that way if they get any bites or ticks or snake bites, it won't be like on the skin. It'll penetrate the clothing.
Ticks too, What can they do? Like Amy said, my boys also get the big welts. What can you do about that after you get them?
So always talk to your pediatrician before doing any medications or supplements, but you could always take cetirizine or Zyrtec once a day to help with the swelling. Benadryl if it's really bad, but I usually tell parents to take that at night because it might make your child sleepy. And then applying hydrocortisone cream, but a tip I like to tell parents is to put it in the refrigerator and then apply it. That way it's nice and cooling. It helps with the itching and all that. So
that doesn't affect the chemicals inside?
It shouldn't.
Oh,
no,
good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We had one more thing. Do you know those little, you could buy them at any drugstore for after mosquito bites, or I think maybe that has like a little prick thing?
Yeah, I've heard of that, yes. So I can't recommend them right now at this point. I would have to do like more studies and research done on that. But
so you've given all the things you would recommend.
Yes, definitely.
What about, I mean, like we're looking at a pool right behind us. I mean, I guess never too early to talk about water safety.
Never too early, no. And water safety can happen not just during like the springtime or the summertime. It can happen anytime around any body of water, really. So always making sure that your child is within arm's reach of you, and try not to be on your phone if you're watching your kids. I know it's hard. And then also making sure you know what to do in case of an emergency. So like CPR and first aid skills, and then having like a fenced area with alarms helps as well. Exactly. If you
Dr. Javier, what age do you recommend them starting swim lessons?
There's really no hard and fast rule, to be honest. I mean, I have patients come in and the families start them when they're like little babies. So it's really up to the comfort of the parent. I usually like to recommend like no earlier than 6 months, just because they're head control whenever they're in the water. But it's really up to the parents how they feel comfortable.
I mean, this is also when we see a lot of sports popping up. I mean, springtime sports, baseball, softball, concerns there. I mean, do you see like injuries, like kids coming in with a lot of enough?
Yeah, so I see a lot of actually overuse injuries. So if your child is in multiple sports, I usually like to tell parents, I know it's hard, but the kids like missing out and stuff on all the fun things, but like maybe sticking to one sport per season, and then definitely they should have rest days. And so at least one rest day a week, and then making sure they're getting adequate sleep and adequate hydration are both key. And
that's really important
Rest
from a
days.
pediatrician that like, and I could tell my son, I'm sorry, the doctor says you could only do one thing this season.
Or at least just alternating the
Yes.
sports, because I hear
Exactly.
there's a lot of research coming out with boys shoulder injuries from
Exactly,
over
yes.
pitching, girls ACL injuries. I mean, they're just starting sports so young and then going
Yeah.
year round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So a lot of patients that come in that have those kind of injuries, I'm noticing that I know it's hard to drink water for anyone, but drinking enough water and then doing like warm-ups beforehand. And I know as young children,
You
they don't
think
need
about
as
that
much.
until you start
but
getting
they do-
old.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
it's good to start those habits earlier and then cooling down and stretching appropriately afterwards.
Wow, it's amazing how important hydration is for everything.
Yes,
Right.
hydration and rest. Oh yeah.
Exactly. Is there anything else that you thought we'd ask about or that you wanted to talk about? Just good reminders for parents?
No, I think y'all hit everything. So
All right.
that's good.
Any viruses that you see really common right now?
Flu is definitely still going around, yeah, so I'm still recommending the
we're
flu
over
shot.
that.
I know.
Wow, still to get it now if you haven't already.
It's not, thankfully the numbers aren't as high, or at least I'm not seeing the numbers as high, but it's still going around. And then a lot of other common cold viruses, so just be sure, wash your hands, stay home if you're sick.
All right.
Dr. Alexis Monique Javier, we appreciate you coming into the
Thank you
studio
so
this morning.
much
That was
for
very
having me.
helpful.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.